Hello everyone, back again with another video today, and I just want to give my raw thoughts on the Steam Deck. I got my Steam Deck a week ago, and I'm really loving this thing. There's so many things that you could do to this device that you could never do before on a regular console like the Nintendo Switch or PlayStation. It is exactly the type of console I would ever want, and yes, this is a console, but it's also a PC. But first, I really want to go over how this thing feels in my hands, and I can tell you that it is pretty ergonomic. After a while, I think my wrists kind of hurt though, because like I'm holding it at an awkward angle at my bed or something, but like other than that, if I hold it at a more natural angle, like if I sit at my bed and not like lay down with it, or just like sit in a chair in general and just kind of hold it naturally, it's not going to hurt my wrists and it's going to feel really good in the hands. Especially for a really big device like this, you want it to feel good in the hands. You don't want it to hurt. The device has two trackpads, two joysticks, a D-pad, and buttons on top, buttons on the sides, buttons in the back, triggers, and the trackpads have haptics in them, which may feel like a gimmick, but it actually feels pretty nice. I mean, it's not Steam controller nice, but it's like pretty nice in general. I felt a Steam controller before. They feel nice. The screen on it is high resolution enough. People complain that they want a 1080p 4K screen on there, but hardware is not going to be powerful for that type of gaming, so why the fuck does it matter? Like, who cares? This is a smaller form factor. I don't fucking care. Screen's fine. Although I kind of wish it was OLED. It's not gonna be OLED. That's gonna be too expensive a device, but I still kind of wish it was OLED. That would have been pretty cool. Software-wise, this thing is running SteamOS, and I'm really glad that they went with SteamOS because they can tailor an exact experience to this exact device. People assume, well, when I was talking to them, people assume that SteamOS is this locked down experience where, oh, like, you're just not going to be able to availably access a lot of things and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, it's complete opposite of that. Even though like it's a little bit locked down, it has a desktop that you can access. You can install just about any application through, I don't know, Flatpak, app images, or you can get crazy and use DistroBox and run an entire another distribution on it if you want. This is a version of Linux, and Linux is already really flexible out of the box, so I don't think you're gonna have much problems with it being quote-unquote locked down. You have access to lots of emulators, and you have access to video editors and photo editors. What do you mean locked down, my boy? It is not locked down. Stop it. Bro, you can't even fucking run a video editor on your PS4. No, don't tell me you can't. Shut up. No, you can't. No, that's not a real video editor, and you know it. There needs to be more competition in the space when it comes to, well, gaming on other operating systems besides Windows, and Windows can't have the dominance any longer. They really shouldn't anyways. Does anybody really like Windows 11? Come on, please. Do you really like Windows 11? No, of course you don't. If you can find a way to just avoid that mess, that'd just be great. A lot of you still have to depend on Windows because there's the great big giant software that you have to depend on, and you know, that's completely okay. But do you genuinely like Windows? Most of you, I bet, will fucking say no. So having something like this in the market is going to enable developers to work with an alternative operating system, which is just going to be very brilliant for other operating systems for those who do not like Windows, like me, and who will not touch Windows like it's the plague. Because seriously, I think it's the plague. I've talked about hardware, I've talked about software. I don't know, those are just my initial raw thoughts about the Steam Deck. I just I just wanted to create a quick video about it. I thought it was really cool that I finally got my hands on this thing, and I love this thing. It's so customizable. It's just so flexible. I can dock it to my TV. I can use VR on it. There's just so many choices. It's just a very versatile console, and I wish I had something like this as a kid to tinker around with. But I'm fine with it now. I'm fine with having one right now as an adult. I love this thing. That's my point. Yeah. Please tell me what your thoughts are about the Steam Deck in the comments, if you have one or if you don't have one, and what your thoughts are anyways, even if you don't have one, is this going to be very influential in the PC gaming community, or do you think this entire thing will flop? I don't think it will flop, but, I like to hear people's opinions. What do you think? Anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever, and thanks for watching the video.